In this video I will talk about chapter 1 functions of IB Maths Standard Level textbook. The chapter covers the contents. It has its relation and function, introduction to functions, of course, and in section B they talk about function notation, how to represent functions. In section C they try to define what is domain and range. Then later composite function, sign, reciprocal function, asymptotics of rational functions, and inverse function. So let's get started with the function. Before we start with the function, let's try to understand what is a relation. So in this first chapter, as you can see, there's car park charges. So this is number of hours, and these are the charges. So from 0 to 1, it's $5 charges. From 1 hour to 2 hours, $9. So there is a relationship between the total number of hours and the money that is charged. So so we can see, like, as the number of hours increases, the number of the money, the dollars, they also increases from 1 hour to 24 hours and from $5 to $28. So there is a relationship between the time and the money here, and this is simply what we call it relation. So what are our functions? So if we plot this, before I define a function, so let's plot these points on a graph. So we know that we can plot all those points on a graph. Let's say if I plot here, they have already plotted for a function, but we can plot for, let's say, for money. Let's say this is y-axis, and I can draw x-axis. We need some kind of Cartesian coordinate system. This is simply known as Cartesian coordinate. So and then we will use a reference point from where our numbers will start. This is 0, and so we will choose a scale according to our relation. So let's say here we have the relation we have, is the period, number of hours, and this is charges. So we can put here hours, and here we have money. Okay, money here, and then we can see what is happening. So we usually know, like, with the number of hours increasing, which they increase in this direction, and the number of the total amount of money increases in the y direction. So the money will, the graph will show a straight line, some kind of straight line. As the number of hours increases, the money goes up, we see. So we can easily see from this plot, just looking at this plot, we can see the relationship between hours and the money. This is a relation. So what are the functions? So let's say if I have, so let's say I make another table. Let's say I have a number of people here, so people, so this guy here, and they have, so number of people with fingers. Okay, fingers. This is in a hand. Okay, number of people. So if I have one person, so number of fingers in hand, let's suppose hand, so we have 10 fingers, if everything is okay with the person, of course. 2, and then we have 20. And just looking at this, we can find a relation. We will just call this x, and then if I multiply multiply this x with a constant, let's say 10, then I get some variable, another variable y, and I will call this y the total number of people here, and x is this 10 times x will be the fingers. So if I have one person, sorry, I said this x, so if I have one person, this is actually x, okay, and this is actually total number of fingers. Okay, so if I have one person or no person, 0 person, I will have no fingers. So if I have one person, then I will have 10 times 1, so which is 10, of course. And then if I have two people, 2 persons, so then 10 times 2 is 20. If I have 10 times 3 is 30. So I made a function out of this relation. So simply a function is the relationship between some input variable, input, to an output variable. So this is a mathematical relationship between input and output variable. This is what we call a function.